Hi guys, I'm Shubham and welcome back to Project Pandas. And in this video, we would be exploring the value counts command of Pandas. And according to me, it's one of the most useful commands. And if you are a bit creative about it, you could use it to draw many inferences about the data. So let's see how. First of all, I would be loading the Titanic dataset again. And I will show you what exactly value counts does and how to call it. So let's say I want to know the how many people survived and how many did not. So what I would do is what I would first call the survived column and apply value counts on top of it. So we see that 549 people didn't survive and 342 did. And what and let's see what is the data type of the value commands of the output that we have gotten from value commands. It's a series in itself. So one interesting observation is although in the df.survived column 0 and 1 were the values, in the value counts they have become the index and their counts have become their values of the series of the value count series. So let's try out just one more example. Df dot, let's say we want to know how many people were male and how many people were female. So we would type sex value counts, and we see here that 577 were males and 314 were female. So that's how you use value counts command. And let's try to use it in a bit different and creative way. So let's say we want to know how the types of cabins that exactly had 2 or 4 people, and we see there's a cabin column here with the cabin that people are staying in. So we want to know the cabins that were used either by 4 people, exactly by 4 people, or exactly by 2 people. So let's see how it can be done. First of all, we would call the cabin column, then we would apply value counts on top of it. So we see that we get a series in here, but we just want the name of the cabins that had either 4 or 2 people. So what we could do it, we could save it as VC, and we have as we have already checked, it's a Panda series, so we could filter it. What we would do is we want to know the people exactly 2 VC equal to 4. So we get the names of we get a series in here, but we just want to know the names of the cabins. So in this case, it happens to be the index. So what we would do is we would just call the index, and here we get the name of the cabins that exactly had 2, that were used by exactly 2 or 4 people. Let's solve one more problem, that we want to know how many people younger than 40 were of the same age, and if they were, what was their count. So let's see how we could approach this problem, and if you want to try it yourself, be my guest. So let's first call the value counts on the age column of the data frame here. So we would get how many people were of the same age. So we get it here. Now let's try to solve the first part of the question, younger than 40. What if you see it here, age here has been set as the index here, because we know the column on which we call the value counts, the value of this particular columns become the index of the value count series. So here we notice that they have become indexes, but in order to filter out according to age, we would need to have them as columns. So we would call the reset index command here, and if we do, we get a data frame with one column with as age. So let's save it as value counts data frame frame. Now let's rename it. It doesn't look very good. Age, so it might be confusing. So let columns is equal to age, comma, counts. So now let's check what our data frame look like. Here we have age. So we want to first get the people younger than 40. So first condition to filter out, we see here dot age smaller than 40. Now we want to know how many people were of the same age. So anyone having value counts were should be discarded from here as they were not sharing the same age group as anyone else. What we could do is the counts is not equal to 1. Now again we get it, we get the age group and we get the counts of the people who are sharing the same age. Let's try to solve one more problem. Uh, we would want to know how many people were of the same age that were belonging to third class. So in order to do that, what we would first need to do is we would first need to filter the data frame by the passenger class column is equal to 3 tf. So now we get the column that we data frame that we required. Let's save as at required data frame. Now we know we just have the data of all the people that were in third class. We could apply the value counts function on the age. Value counts, and we want to know the people who are of the same age. So anything greater than 1 would work. Let's try to filter it, and here we get all the people who are of the same age and belonging to the third class. So let's solve one last problem, and here what I want to know is here is the lyrics of one of my favorite songs, that is Name of the Wind by Scorpions, and I want to know in the given set of lyrics which word is repeating just once. So I just want to know the word that was sung exactly once. So how could we do that? Pause the video and try it yourself. You have all the tools to do it yourself. And let's see how it can be done. First of all, let's tokenize it. I would save it as lyrics, and let's tokenize. First, let's convert everything to lower cases. So there might be a possibility that let's say children and children with a capital C are not treated as two separate tokens but as the one. Now let's tokenize it. I would split it by the spaces. Let's see how it looks like. Yes, it looks perfectly fine. Exactly how we wanted it to be. Now let's save tokens. So now let's convert it into a Pandas series. Let's override the lyrics token part. Now let's apply value counts on top of it. Now let's save it as lyrics count, lyrics tokens, value count. Let's apply a filter where is exactly once. So that was the problem statement, and here we get the words. And we see them as index. We don't want their count, just the words. So let's get the words, and here are the words that were exactly used. Sung once, sing, and Balika street everywhere. So lots of words. So that's pretty much it for this video for value counts, and you can apply value counts in lots of ways. So keep exploring and stay tuned for more. Thank you. Bye.